Hi everyone, welcome to Get Real Life TV. This is where we talk about African culture, traditions, and religion. If you are new here, kindly click on the red subscribe button down below to subscribe free of charge so that you don't miss anything on this channel. I am a Yoruba man. I represent the rest of my fellow Africans who are lovers and, of course, who are followers of African traditional religions. So, without wasting much of our time, I have a guest in the house who will be attending to a topic that you can see underneath this video, this live stream. The topic is can a Babalawo slash Herbalist go to Mecca for pilgrimage? So that's a topic we'll be treating tonight. So I won't be able to wait for you guys to join this conversation. Maybe later you come back to watch it because my guest will be going somewhere or to attend to something important to him. So, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are watching me from. So as you can see the topic, can a Babalawo or Herbalist go to Mecca? So there is a reason for this topic. There is a reason for this topic. Of course, there are so many of our Babalawos who are, that is what we call a double standard. Some people they want to eat their cake and have it, and Yoruba will say, "Tó bá fẹ́ jẹ ọ̀ṣàkálá, wàá jẹ ọ̀ṣàkálá. Tó bá fẹ́ jẹ ọ̀ṣọ̀kọlọ, wàá jẹ ọ̀ṣọ̀kọlọ." People, many of us are coming out to speak for Isheshe to promote what is ours, to promote our heritage. We have some babalawos, some so-called babalawos, who I can say they are just calling themselves babalawo, that are sabotaging the effort of the people that are promoting Isheshe day and night. So that's why I have a guest in the house today to explain to us if truly a babalawo can go to Mecca or not. So without wasting much of our time, let me introduce my guest. His name is Babalawo Awosola Taiwo Fatosin Akifaki Ododo. So let me bring him on board for you guys to welcome him. Good evening, Baba.
Good evening to you. How you doing?
Okay. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm very fine. So you told me that you just you have a place to go, or you have something to attend to. So I wouldn't want to waste much of our time. And the topic is can a Babalawo for slash herbalist go to Mecca for pilgrimage? But before we go straight to the topic, I want you to introduce yourself, please, properly.
Well, I am Awosola Taiwo Fatosin by name, popularly known
Okay.
as Akifakun Ododo. I am an Ifa priest, Babalawo, so to say, and
Okay.
I am a poet. I am a script writer. I am a presenter as well, as you can see. So
Okay.
um, I graduated from the University of Ibadan. So I'm currently
Okay.
serving now. So
Oh,
that
nice.
is
Okay.
basically about it.
That's very good. Please, I would like to know when we say Babalawo, please can you explain to us, can you tell us briefly who Babalawo is?
Yes, to be very very brief, Babalawo has four P's. When we
Okay.
are saying four P's, it means Babalawo or Ifa priest has four priests before they could be able to regard as a Babalawo. And the first P is process. Babalawo is a process. And when I was 5, I started learning Ifa. Up to this moment, I'm still learning, you know, though I have graduated to some extent, but yet I am still learning. It is a process. It is not just what you can wake up a day and say, refer yourself as a Babalawo. Do you understand? The second P is Babalawo is a profession. It is a profession, not just what you can just say, I learned a year, 6 months, 3 years, and now call yourself Babalawo. You are not yet a Babalawo. The third P is practice. Practice. I spoke about process, right? I spoke about profession. The third one is practice. You have to practice. There's nothing you can do to it. You have to practice. You have to practice the theoretical part of it. You have to practice the practical part of it. What I mean by theoretical is when things when Ifa is in or Ifa is actually in oral form. So you have to practice it, like digesting it, assimilating. You know, you practice it, and the practical part you want to offer a ball, you want to appease to the Orisha, you want to divine, you want to cast, you want to consult. It is a practice. Ifa is a practice, is a profession, is a process. And I think before uh, the last P, sorry, remind me, I spoke about practice, right?
Okay.
Profession,
Process, profession, then practice.
practice. The
Yeah.
last P is um, I think we can just call that um, um, if I remember, I will
Maybe you
actually
remember later. Of course, I understand. Because
because
okay.
these four P's are very, very important before you could be able to refer yourself as a Babalawo. You must
Okay.
practice. It is a profession. It is not what you just wake up and call yourself a Babalawo.
Okay.
It is a gradual process. That is
Process.
why you
Yeah.
can't just see anybody calling himself in Babalawo. And let me quickly correct this. Babalawo is quite different from herbalist.
About so we are going to that. Okay.
We are going to that actually. Okay.
Thank you.
Um,
Yeah.
Babalawo is quite different from herbalist. But Babalawo is someone who uses Ikefa to divine. Is someone who uses Okpele to
Okay.
divine. Is someone who represents Orunmila. Do you understand? Babalawo is a wise
Yes.
one. He's a calm
Okay.
person.
Okay.
Babalawo is a mentor. Babalawo is a very cool-headed person, not just anybody. Do you understand? Babalawo is a
Yes.
person that has this integrity to offer. Babalawo is a
Okay.
person that is sincere, honest, submissive. Babalawo is a counselor, is a guidance. So Babalawo has a lot of characteristics embedded in them. So
Okay.
it takes a lot process. It takes a lot practice. It is a profession. Do you understand?
Okay.
So it is not
Yes. Yeah.
just what you can just wake up and call yourself a Babalawo.
Okay. Thank you very much. So now, it is understood. Many of us understand that Babalawo is different from Herbalist. Then, please, can you
Yeah.
just briefly tell us the difference between these two, Babalawo and Herbalist?
Um, Babalawo is a program. Yeah, that was the last P I
Okay, the
wanted to
last
say.
one. Thank you.
The
Okay,
last P,
program.
yeah, a
Yeah, okay,
process,
the
a
last one.
practice, a profession, and it is a program.
Program.
Do you
Okay.
understand? It's a program on its own. It's quite different from herbalist. When you
Okay.
are herbalist, that means you are practicing some phytomedicine stuff. What I mean by phytomedicine stuff is when you are into herb and roots, when you are into leaves, roots. You are making use of traditional medicine. It has nothing to do with religion actually.
Okay.
And even if you want to become an herbalist, you must learn it. You must
Okay.
learn. It is not what you can just wake up and do.
Okay.
But
Then,
this era
then what
we are
about
now,
those? What about sorry? What about those making shams? Shams. We know. You know what I mean by shams. Like
yeah, I
Shogun,
know,
Ottoman Shogun.
Ottoman
Okay.
Shield, they are
Then
also under herbalism. Do
okay.
you understand? They are also under herbalism, but they have limits. All what they do,
Okay.
they write it. What they follow is on paper, on a written material.
Okay.
All that research is on written material. It's quite different from Babalawo, in which you have everything offered. You
Okay.
know, you can just wake up today, if you are a brilliant person and you are given a particular book, or you inherited a particular book, you can follow the procedure written on that book, and you can wake up and say you are an herbalist. But it is not possible when Ifa is concerned. It is not possible when Babalawo or Ifa priest is concerned.
Okay.
You need practice. You need to follow the process. It is a profession.
Okay.
It is a program.
Yes.
It is not.
Okay.
It is not a joke,
Thank you
and it is
very
not.
much.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you very much. So now, the main topic of the
Yeah.
day is a question that says that can a babalawo or herbalist. So why I joined them together is because that people mix them together, and of course when we
Okay.
talk of babalawo, we should as well talk of herbalist.
Yeah.
Now in our society today, we see on the social media that people who call themselves babalawos, they as well still practice other religions. And in general, before I go to that question properly, I want to ask you, because in other religions, you are not allowed to if you are a Muslim, you have to stick to being a Muslim. But now, very unfortunately, that in Yoruba religion now, we see some people calling themselves Afa or Muslims
Yeah.
or Christians, and they still practice Ifa. So I want you
Okay.
to explain to us, what does Ifa says when it comes to this?
Thank you very much. It is a simple thing. You
Yeah.
see, when we are talking about herbalism,
Okay.
herbalism does not have anything religion in it. You know, so you can be a Christian, also be an herbalist. Then we will refer you as a Christab, Chris hyphen
Okay.
herb. You know, it means you are just using the herb according to how it is in the Bible. So
Okay.
that is when a Christian man would say, Ọlọ́run dá ewé àtegbò fún lílò àwọn ọmọ ènìyàn. Do you understand? So that is,
Okay.
God creates leaves and herb, or leaves and roots, for the usefulness of human beings. That is how we have it in Islamic religion too. Islamic religion, we have um, Islam. Do you understand? It means you are
Okay.
you are you are you are you are an Islamic religion follower, and you are also practicing herbalism. So that is, if you go around streets, or if you check around you, you will see Muslims hawking agbo. You will see Muslims hawking this yemkem, okoloyun, and the likes. Sorry for mentioning names, and the likes. Most of them
Yeah.
are Christian and Muslims. Do you understand? So yet they are still doing it. It is some aspect of Islamic religion would say God does not accept it, while some people will say it is normal. Do you
Okay.
understand? So
Yeah.
these things, herbalism does not have to do with religion, basically. That is how we
Okay.
have it. Babalawo, we do use leaves, we do use leaves too. We do practice herbalism, because there are some aspect of Ifa in one wonderful Ifa verse. The only verse of Irete Odunjo, Irete Lotun Budalosi. The Ifa says, and I quote in Yoruba language, or recite in Yoruba language. Ifa ni iṣẹ́ dodo níṣẹ́ ogun, òwò dodo lòwò ọjà. Òbúrẹ́wà tó ní kọ́ farẹwà fóun akọsẹ́ni fún wọn ṣe dífá fún ajíga lọ́rùn tí sobìnrin àyà. Eléyìí tó ṣe tán tán mọ́ pá lórí ẹ̀, bọ̀làwo ni ó máa mú ṣe. Ǹjẹ́ ọmọ wọ́rọ́ kàṣà ìrọ̀súnú àgàn, ọwọ́rọ́wọ́ ọmọ wọ́rọ́, ọwọ́ wá tẹ ewé oní, please note, ọwọ́ wá tẹ ewé ọmọ níṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ kí oko. In that Ifa verse, there is a particular plant in which we need to look for to make a concoction for any pregnant woman around, or any barren, someone who is looking for a child. We need to look for that leaf to make a concoction for such person, so that she will be able to conceive.
Okay.
Do you understand? So that Ifa
Yeah.
verse, there are a lot of Ifa verse like that stipulates a particular leaf in which we need to
Okay.
use for such
For
person.
such.
So
Okay.
herbalism is part of Ifa. Herbalism is
Ifa.
part of Babalawo. So
Okay.
it is been extracted from Babalawo practice.
Okay.
Do you understand? It is being
Yeah.
extracted from Ifa.
Okay.
And the god of Abba, the god of Herbalism, the god of herbs, Osoyin,
Sign.
is a slave to Orunmila. Yes, Osoyin is a slave to Orunmila. Do you
Yes.
understand? So
Yes.
this, if herbalism is concerned, there's nothing like religion in it. So you
Okay.
being a Christian, a Muslim, a traditionalist, you can practice herbalism.
Okay.
But
Thank.
Babalawo, it is not what you can just practice if you don't
Yeah.
learn about it.
Yes. Thank you. Then
So
I noticed that some. Thank you very much for that. I've been going
yeah,
around to interview some of our babalawos and even herbalists. I
yeah,
discovered that some
yeah.
herbalists make use of cowries like ueyo to
Okay,
cast, and they call
okay.
themselves Ifa Olokun. That
Mm.
Babalawo Olokun, right?
But
So these people, are they herbalists or they are babalawos?
you see, if we want to start narrating, or if
Okay.
we want to start expatiating or something like that, we will not be able to live here today, because we
Okay.
have a lot of controversy outside there. We have
Okay.
a lot of mislead,
Okay.
misled outside there,
Okay.
in
Misconception.
which we need
Okay.
to start correcting, and we are doing now.
Okay.
Anybody using cowries for divination, he or she is not a babalawo. Do you understand? He or she
Okay.
is not a babalawo, but such person can be an onisese. Do you
Oníṣẹ̀ṣe.
understand?
Okay.
Onisese, any
Okay.
onisese,
Okay.
probably an Osun worshipper, Olokun
Okay.
worshipper, Shango worshipper.
Okay.
We have a lot of arms in tradition in Isheshe.
Okay.
We
Okay.
have a lot of deity. We have a lot of orisha. But
Okay.
anyone using cowries is not Onifa, or is
Okay.
not a Babalawo. But he or
Okay.
she can be of another deity or orisha. Do you
Okay.
understand? Which is very,
Okay.
very good. We have the
It's very
Erindilogun. Erindilogun really like gave it to his wife
to his
during his
wife.
last.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yes.
Because
Yes.
his wife is not supposed to use the Ike family Erindilogun.
Okay.
So he gave his wife the 16 cowries for divination. So
Okay.
the 16 cowries was spread around by Osun, Olokun, Egbe, and the
Okay.
likes.
Okay.
Even some herbalists, please quote me, some
Okay.
herbalists use Erindilogun
Yeah.
as a way of divination, as a way of
Divination.
consultation.
Yeah.
No, no offense.
Okay.
It's right. And
Thank you.
some herbalists, on the other hand, have some deity around them.
Okay.
Deity, right? Some
Okay.
herbalists could have Ogun, they could have Ishu, they could have
Issue.
Shango, you
That is
know.
where I'm going.
Exactly.
That is where I'm going. You said that some of our herbalists as
Yeah,
well practice other religions. You
yeah,
know, and this is exactly where I'm going to, because these religions talk against our orishas so much.
yeah,
And is
yeah.
it possible for one to be an herbalist or a herbalist and still, uh, offer sacrifice to any of our orishas, and at the same time practice his or her religion as a Christian or Muslim? Is it possible to marry the two together?
Well, when herbalist is concerned, as I've said earlier,
Okay.
you can do whatever you like, but
Okay.
not you being a babalawo. If you are an herbalist
Okay.
and you are a Muslim, you can actually go to Mecca, you can actually go to Medina, you can actually practice your religion. Do you understand? Because
Yeah.
herbalism does not have anything to do with religion. Do you
Yeah,
understand?
but in Islam,
Mm,
Islam will say that idolaters
mm.
are to be, fought. You know
Yeah,
that
I understand.
they are not allowed to
Uh,
practice Islam until they
yeah,
say there is no other God except Allah.
yeah, I catch you.
You understand? Yeah.
I I catch your point.
Okay.
So far as Islam does not rebuke that person, but
Okay.
you as an herbalist, if you have Ogun or you have issue and you are still practicing Muslim, now you are going out of the rules of Islamic religion.
Yes.
Do
Yes.
you understand?
Yes.
And you are going
Very
out
correct.
of the Christianity religion as well. So that
Very
means
correct.
you yourself, you are not composed. You don't know where you are going. You don't know what you are
Yes.
doing. If
What
you
you are
want to
doing.
stick at Islam art, like that is Islamic traditional or medical, you can let it be.
Okay.
And if you want to practice Christianity, you'll be doing your app and you will still be going to church. Fine, so good.
Okay.
But you
Okay.
cannot be doing traditional religion, and at the same time doing another foreign religion. It is
Yeah.
not good in traditional religion while in other religion too. Neither is good in other
Yes.
religion too.
Yeah.
If you want to face A, please face A. If you want to face
Yeah.
B, face B. And if
Yeah.
it is six squarely, face, you are good to go. But doing
Okay.
this,
Okay. So,
Yoruba will say, tó bá fẹ́ jẹ́ Òṣàká, kò jẹ́ Òṣàká. Tó bá fẹ́ jẹ́
Shakala.
Òṣoko, kò jẹ́ Òṣoko. Òṣàká
Very
Òṣoko ni ò da.
new. Thank you.
Exactly.
Thank you very much. So now, as a Babalawo now, I want
Yeah.
to know if there are certain rules and regulations guiding Ifa priesthood. Ifa priesthood, like in Islam now, even though nobody would touch you, but they will still tell you that you are not allowed to do this, right?
Okay.
And
Yeah.
I want to know in fact we call our own religion now. Some are calling it Ifa religion, while some will say Isheshe, then some will say Yoruba religion, right?
Yeah.
So this is all about Ifa and Babalawos, right?
Yeah.
So I want to know if
Yeah.
there are certain rules and regulations guiding Babalawos, right? Like because we
Yeah.
know that some Babalawos will say that I'm an Afa, or they will tell you
Okay.
that my name, they would like to
Mm.
embrace the doctrine of other
Okay.
religions.
Yeah.
I've met a Babalawo who said that Adam and Eve was our, he just said something contradicting the what Eve was the semen following, right? So he was mentioning Adam and Eve, and I had to just, I didn't want to insult him. I just use I just
I
pretended as if
understand.
I
I
did
understand.
not hear him, right? So I want
I,
to know, is it possible to be a Babalawo and still practice other religions? That is the real deal now.
it's not possible, my dear brother. You know,
Okay.
we have some rules and regulation guiding our profession, and
Okay.
we have etiquettes to guiding our belief system.
Okay.
Number one, if you are a Babalawo, you must be committed. And during your study, are you following me?
Yeah.
During your study as a Babalawo, during your practice or during that process of you learning, of you assimilating different types of Ifa verse, you can never
Yeah.
see someone or you can never see a Babalawo with a full knowledge of Ifa verse and go to church or go to mosque, talk less of going to Mecca. Because you have a lot of knowledge embedded in you. You have acquired knowledge. You would know what is happening in Mecca. You would know what is happening in Medina during the process of you learning.
Okay.
Do you understand? Now,
Yeah.
these are the rules. You need to have belief in Ifa. You need to have belief in Ifa. You need to trust the judgment of Ifa. Do you understand? You
Yeah.
need to follow the rules and regulation. The rules and regulation is do not lie, do not steal, do not have sex with your fellow Babalawo's wife. You must respect your Oluwo, that is the person who teach you the Ifa methodology. Do you understand? You must be submissive to your Oluwo and to whosoever you meet, whosoever above you, that is your boss. It's not compulsory you learn from the same boss or the same mentor. Do you understand? These are the rules. And you must be able to be initiated into Ifa. You must be initiated into Ifa. You must be initiated into other Orisha. You must learn the 256 Ifa verse. Do you understand? At least minimum of 3 in each. You must be able to know how to solve humans' problem comfortably. Do you understand? These are the basic rules and regulations. So our own Mecca is Ifa initiation, Igbo Falaman law. That is the end of the sacrifice, because that is where we regain the lost destiny. That is where we are being baptized. Do you understand? That is where we reveal our sin, and our sin will be forgiven. Do you understand? Those are the basic parts. Those are
Thank
the
you
rules
very much.
for you to
Yes,
become
thank you very much.
Babalawo,
Please.
or you being a
Thank you very
Babalawo.
much. Thank you very much. For the purpose of, we all
You're
of us
welcome.
cannot be Babalawos, right? And all of us cannot learn Ifa divination or Ifa reading, right? Please, I want to know, for the benefit of those watching from all over the world, if all of us cannot be practicing Babalawos, then how can we benefit from Ifa? How can others benefit from Ifa when they are not Babalawos? Apart from going to Babalawo for reading. Okay.
You said what?
Apart from going to Babalawo for reading, for Ifa divination. Apart from that, so how else can people benefit from Ifa?
Apart from you visiting a Babalawo, how else can you benefit from Ifa? My dear brother, I have said it earlier. If you cannot read Ifa, Ifa is encoded in Yoruba language as Islamic religion is encoded in Islamic language or Arabic language. Do you understand? So it is not possible for you to understand Quran if you don't understand Arabic language. It is not possible for you to benefit without consulting someone who is knowledge in Arabic language. Do you understand? Or who knows it? So it is not possible for you to benefit from Ifa if you do not have an Ifa priest, or if you do not learn from an Ifa priest. Now, after this show, I will log off or log out. People will come and see this post. They would only learn from this post if they see, or if they see this, if they watch this this show.
This video.
Are you following? So you cannot benefit from it if you do not have access to it. So you must have access to it. You must have access to it.
So please, how can people have access to it?
People
based
can
on the
have
question,
access.
people do ask me.
Pardon? Come again.
Based
please.
on the question, I do receive questions from my followers. I do receive questions. So part of the questions they do ask me is what I'm asking you. So how can people have access to the knowledge of Ifa?
Number one composite thing. This is a bitter truth, actually. This is a bitter truth. You need to get a qualified Babalawo.
Qualified Babalawo.
Do you understand? You need to get a qualified Babalawo before you could be able to have access to Ifa.
Do
you understand? Qualified
Very good.
Babalawo would help you interpret. And mind you, Ifa is not only in a spiritual realm like that.
Okay, understood. Understood.
What
That
I
is
mean
understood.
is you cannot not only spiritual alone. Do you understand? The
Yeah.
poetic devices in
Yeah.
Ifa verses is enough for you to live
Is
a good
enough
and
to
normal life.
live you. Very correct.
Only if
Very
you have
correct.
qualified Babalawo that can help you to narrate or to
Narrate.
explain for you or to
Okay.
you. Do you
Thank you.
understand?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Now there is I have another. Please, if it's time for you to go, you can just give
No
me a
problem.
sign. Yeah, because I
All
still
right.
have more questions to ask you so that
No,
people can learn from
I'm,
you. And
I'm still with you.
yeah, thank you. And it's very scarce for us to get a Babalawo who speaks English like you. So there are people, there are many of our African brothers and sisters outside
Okay.
Nigeria, especially African
Okay.
Americans
All
who
right.
want to know more about Ifa, right?
All
So,
right.
and we have
Yeah.
a language barrier here. So for us to have you, I have some questions to push to you. So
No
please,
problem.
now,
I'm
I
all
want
here.
to know this as well.
Yeah.
In Islam, you could see a very young boy, a teenager, reciting Quran from verse 1 to the end, right? And
Yeah.
I'm yet to find a Babalawo. I'm yet to see a Babalawo who can recite. We say that we have 256 Oduifa, right? And you said a Babalawo should be able to recite at least 3 verses each from these verses, right? So
Yeah.
I'm yet to see a Babalawo who can recite this conveniently without checking a book or thereabout. So do we still have these Babalawos? Do we still have them? Babalawos who can recite the 256 Oduifa verses conveniently.
As I've said earlier, there
Okay,
why you are using that name Babalawo,
okay,
that person would have gone through a process, a
yeah,
practice, you know. So for every
yeah,
Babalawo, we have a lot of them. For real, we have a lot of them. There are many,
okay,
thousands. Do you
okay,
understand? Who are capable.
yeah,
But unfortunately, we have people who are liars.
yeah,
Do you understand? We have fake people
yeah,
outside there. That is why I'm
yeah,
pleading to my people, to my viewer, to be very, very
yeah,
careful who
okay,
they chose as a Babalawo.
okay,
Do you understand? So
yeah,
we have a lot of people, as I've said, I started learning Ifa when I was age 5.
wow,
And up to this moment, I'm still learning. And that is how
okay,
it is in almost all Babalawo. Because my
yeah,
dad is still learning as well. My dad learned from me. I learned from my dad at this age.
okay,
Do you
okay,
understand? I have a lot of
yeah,
friends who are older than me, 20 years older than me, 10 years older than me. Yet we are like friends because I learn from them, they learn from me. So we still have a lot of Babalawo outside there who are capable. We still have people who can even recite 10, 15 verses of this Odu. Yes, of each Odu in 256.
thank you. Now,
Do you
thank you
understand?
very much.
We have them.
Okay,
It's you
okay,
who's wise. Yeah.
okay, good. Now, people are coming in. People are, I have let me say, I won't say I have the
Yeah.
database, but I have the proof that shows that people are coming back home. What I mean by coming back home is that we have our brothers and sisters who are ones Muslims or Christians. They are coming back because they are seeing the truth, right? So as they are coming
Yeah.
to you, Babalawos. I want you to explain to them. I want you to tell them what will be their hope, in this religion, in this Yoruba or Ifa religion. What is going to be their hope? What do you have to show to them to give them that rest of mind? Because they left a place, they left a religion, and where they are coming to, what do you have to say to them to give them hope about Ifa? Because I see other questions like, for instance, now maybe you answer this one first, please.
Okay,
What is
okay,
their
yeah.
what is the hope of Ifa to people?
Let me quickly keep in this.
Okay.
If you are coming from a particular religion and you want to practice ATR, that is African traditional religion, the Yoruba
Okay.
people, as a case
Okay.
study, if you
Okay.
to coming into this religion,
Yeah.
this wonderful, peaceful religion,
Okay.
you need to put it at the back of your mind
Okay.
that you can only follow Orunmila if you can follow his name. Do you understand?
Okay.
It means you
Yeah.
need to be very, very patient. You need to look at yourself and check yourself. Am I good to my people? Did I have this kind of positive character? If your character is bad, please don't come, because it is a religion of character. Kamuragba, taragba, kamuragba, taragba, kamuragba, kavita, kuta, liver fall, me like fan lori, gbe wa niyawo, kila wa o, iwa lawa. It is a religion of character. You need to know if actually you have a good character before coming into the religion. Two, you need to know if you have patience or not. Ifá ní ká má fi kánjú ṣe lé ayé, ká má fi kìtàkìtà fákùn ọ̀rọ̀. Ayé tá a bá jẹ nírọ̀rùn ká má fi ṣe kànjú ní bá fún Ọ̀rúnmìlà, abùfú gbarúmalẹ̀ wọ́n lọ rí ìgbájé níyàwó. Ajé wá bá mi jókòó, èmi kì í ṣe ní àìmọ̀. What is the percentage of your patience? You need to have at least 80% of patience before coming in. And this is your hope. The hope you have is very, very positive, because it is your tradition, it is your culture, it is your religion. Your forefathers are not fools. They are not fools. They are living a normal life during their existence. Your ancestors are not fools. In Yoruba cosmology, before they could do anything, they need to consult Ifa. Might be a naming ceremony, you need to consult Ifa. If you want to choose your life partner, if you want to get married, you need to cast or consult Ifa. If you want to become a king, you need to consult Ifa. And Ifa has been leading the way before the existence of the foreign religion. So we are living in peace. I want you to go and browse it now. That let me cite an example: a morning ritual or a ritualist.
Okay.
Browse, just write a ritualist on Google.
Okay.
And look at a lot of pastors, a lot of afars. Sorry, I'm not here to condemn anyone.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm just trying to cite an example. Do you understand? Just
Yes.
search it there. Just search ritualists. You see a lot of things happening in that for religion. Here in Nigeria now, we are facing a lot of religion problem. Yet no traditionalist is speaking up that they want to become a president, or they want to become they want to hold on to a post. No, it's not happening. This is a religion of peace, a religion of patience, a religion of good character. Do you understand? Gbogbo àwọn nǹkan
Yes.
tí ò ṣẹlẹ̀ láti ìgbà bàbá wa ló ti ń ṣẹlẹ̀ lásìkò yìí. So what's the point of we involving
Okay.
ourselves in foreign religion
Thank
that
you.
is not even putting to the prosperity of
Thank
our
you.
life? Yeah.
Thank you. Yes,
No
and
problem.
there is another question that I have for you. Some of our people
All
that are
right.
coming to Isheshe, they are coming to
Okay.
get their problem solved, right?
Yeah.
Problem no lumanti
Yeah.
àwọn èèyàn. But okay, I've been in a religion
Yeah.
that I'm still not moving forward. What is the point of me
Yeah.
going to church every day or fasting and praying? So they are now coming back home,
Okay.
and unfortunately, as they are coming, they
Yeah.
are getting into the hands of these Babalawos. And
Okay.
our Babalawos, they are fond of charging people for consultation, and as well after consultation, they will ask you to do sacrifice. And
Okay.
unfortunately, they don't tell these people what sacrifice means for real. Like, we know that sacrifice is a way of praying through our orishas. So, but they do give these our people, they do give them that confidence that, oh, no problem, your problem will be solved. Just pay this money, your problem will be solved. And with the hope they have, they will just pay the money, and after the payments, their problem will not be solved. Please, can you tell us how exactly can IFA solve people's problem? The process. Because you've already mentioned something here, part of your
Yeah,
P, 4 Ps, process is there.
too
So can
much.
you tell us, all right,
As I've said earlier,
yeah,
that person asking that question, or that person who is involved in such
okay,
tragedy, can that person
okay,
please note, or I should
okay,
ask that person, who what kind of Babalawo do you give your money to?
okay,
We have a lot of people online. People can just be funny, go to YouTube and start picking randomly, consult for me,
okay,
because you see that person with a big beard, you see that
yeah,
person with a white cloth, you believe is real.
okay,
It's not supposed to be. And when that person does something wrong, you will now say a Babalawo has actually extort you, which is not supposed to be. Who are we
okay,
giving our money to? Who is doing that consultation for you? Is that person the right person? Do you understand?
okay,
Then
yes,
aside that, we have individual differences in all profession. I am Taiwo. I might be very calm, very welcoming, very friendly. We should have another candidate who is very harsh, who is not friendly. There is always individual differences in whatever we do. Do you understand? So
yeah,
individual differences matters a lot.
okay.
It matters a lot in all
Then,
profession.
okay, thank
Do you
you. Then
understand?
please,
This
yes,
does not
okay,
have to do with the power of Ifa alone.
okay, okay. So please, how can one know the
Going
real
through the wrong
Babalawo?
channel.
How?
There's no how we can help that case if you are not following the right channel.
Right. So please, how can
Hello, are
one
you there?
know? Yes, I'm there. So how can one know a real Babalawo? Hello, are you with me?
Yeah, I'm with you. Absolutely.
Yes, sorry, please. So how can one know a real Babalawo? How can we identify a real Babalawo then?
Well, to identify a real Babalawo is very simple.
Okay.
When someone you would start knowing from consultation.
Okay.
If a Babalawo consult for you without reciting Ifa verse,
Okay.
it's wrong.
Okay.
A Babalawo must
Therefore,
recite an Ifa verse to you.
okay.
He must be able to tell you the Odu that came out or comes out.
Okay. Good.
He must be able to know at least 50% of your
Okay.
problem. If someone does not dictate your problem, the person can never solve your problem.
Okay.
You can only solve the problem you detected. If a Babalawo cast Ifa for you, we have a lot of them that are not even Babalawo, but they would start saying a lot of things that is very, very obvious in human day-to-day life. Like a
Okay.
Babalawo telling you that you ate yesterday.
Hmm.
Like Babalawo telling you that you have a problem. Who does not have a problem? Who is not going
Yeah.
to eat? Do
Yeah.
you understand? You
Very. Yeah.
must be able to use your initiative. There are some people who are just reckless. They don't want to care. They are just dogmatic. They receive every information passed through their ears. They
Yeah.
don't want to check balance. Is this right?
Yeah.
Is this possible? Do you understand?
Yes.
So a Babalawo must be able to recite an Ifa verse for you that back the point that I was talking about. Do you understand? Let's
Yes.
take for example, I'm consulting for you, and I'm trying to let you know that you're having a bad dream, and things have not been going well for you. I must be able to recite a particular Ifa verse that backed up my point.
Your point.
Not that just saying it off as it's coming to my brain. I'm just saying it. No, I must be able to back with a point. If I tell you your business is not going through and I casted a joke before you, I must be able to recite. Abede Awolokira, Olokira fojojumo show abede. Ebolawo ni o se, abede ode o, awokira ifa mama jolokira shasheti. It means that person has been struggling to make it in life, has been having a kind of promise and fail. So I must be able to back. If someone is consulting for you and that person is not reciting an Ifa verse and that person is not backing his or her point with verses, that person is not a Babalawo. That means you are consulting another person entirely.
Okay.
Do you understand? I do see them online. We do see them on social medias.
Okay.
Even while doing a live show, some people will be making a prophecy. Some people will be making a consultation. How on earth would you be making consultation for someone who you do not know her name or his name? You did not know his mother's name. You know, we just have a lot of things happening out there.
Yeah. Thank you very much. So your main point now is that whoever is meeting a Babalawo for consultation at least should ensure that such a Babalawo chant Ifa and the Odu Ifa verse, right?
Yes.
Okay. So thank you very much. Now, please, there are books on Ifa out there now that people can read. And if I want to be inquisitive now, I can say, okay, let me pick one of these books and go to a verse there. Like for instance, I have a book here now. I have this book. I think I bought this book at the Oshun festival that we just did a few days ago. Now I have 16. The major Odifa here from Jiogbe to Ofumeji. Your net. I don't know whether it's my network or your network is skipping here. I don't know if others are experiencing.
My network is very, very stable here.
Oh, okay. Your network is bad, right?
No, it's not bad. It's very okay.
It's very okay. Oh, I don't know what is wrong. You are. Let me just check my phone if it's kind of it's skipping. I don't know what is going on. Maybe someone is calling. I'll call me, please. Aha, it's okay. So now I have this book now. So if I want to be inquisitive now, I can say, let me consult Ifa through a Babalawo. And if the Babalawo says that the Odu that comes out is, let's say, a Jiogbe, for instance, and I ask the Babalawo to please chant a verse for me or give me a prophecy. Now, is it possible for me now to bring out the 3 Ifa books that I have and try to check if the Babalawo is actually saying the truth?
My dear brother, it's not possible because we have uncountable Ifa verses.
Okay.
We have uncountable. When you get to Ibadan, a Jogbe verses is quite different from people or Babalawo in Ijebu.
Okay.
Do you understand? We have uncountable. It is not static.
Okay.
You know, it is not like a Quran or a Bible where John chapter 1 in my own Bible is still the same John chapter 1 in Israel. Do you understand? It's not like that.
Yeah, that's true.
It's not like that. So the Babalawo might actually chanted another Ifa verse that is not even in the 3 book of yours. Do you understand? So it's very, very possible. But an Ifa verse must be chanted to back up the point, back up the prophecy. Do you understand? And mind you, we have something in Ifa consultation, and we call it Igbo. Do you
Igbo.
understand?
Did you say Igbo?
Igbo or Iranse.
Okay.
Do you understand? So
Okay.
those Iranse, it is. I will just make it brief because you might not understand actually. But
Okay.
the Iranse also would tell a Babalawo the kind of Ifa verse is going to chant or is going
Okay.
to recite. Do you understand?
Okay.
If you like have a whole lot of Ifa book, you cannot use it for consultation.
Okay.
You cannot use it for consultation. It is just for you to go through it to enjoy yourself for aesthetic purpose or for literary purpose.
Okay.
Do you understand? It is not for consultation purpose.
Okay.
Because consultation has to do with the spirit of Ifa. It has to do
Yes.
with the Iranse. And it has
Iranse.
to do with the verse. Do you understand? So
Yes.
that is that.
Understand. Thank you. Now, please,
Okay.
someone told me sometimes because I think we have about 10 minutes to get to an hour now.
Okay.
So maybe by an hour I should let you go, please, because of time, because of your
All
time.
right.
So someone
Yeah.
once called me, one of my followers called me that I confirmed to me that Babalawo said that if I mentioned Jesus, I said it's not possible. I told him by myself that even though I'm not a Babalawo by practice, I said it's not possible. And I have my reason. I said, if Christianity is 2,000 years ago or 2,500 years ago, and the Romila had been in existence before that time, how come if I will mention Jesus? And even this Jesus that we're talking about is Yeshua by name, and the name was changed to Jesus. So how can we, the followers of our own Isheshe, know that okay, whatever Babalawo is telling us is real? Because we don't have where to confirm, we don't have where to do our cross-checking, So how can we know that what the Babalawo is telling us is true, or is it truth?
You are very right. But
Thank you.
when you got birth to your first child,
Okay.
your first child would be able to say the history of
Okay.
his own siblings.
Okay.
Like you can say the history of your junior brother or junior sister. They were
Okay.
giving birth after you were born.
Okay.
Right? Am I right or
Yeah.
right?
You
I'm right.
are very correct.
Now, Ifa
Yeah.
can actually talk about Jesus Christ, and Ifa can
Okay.
talk about Muhammad, because Ifa have seen prophecy that the both of them are coming. Do
Okay.
you understand? That is why
Yeah.
Ifa does not dispute any religion. Ifa does not criticize any religion. Ifa welcomed all religion. They are the one who says Ifa is nothing. They are the one who say no to Ifa. Ifa has never said no to them because Ifa knows they will be coming. Do you understand? So I
Yes.
can't dispute that fact that Ifa talks about Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Do you understand? And
Okay.
the way this Ifa verse, you should ask me that. How do we come about this lot of Ifa verses?
Please, you can tell us, please.
We have a lot of ways in which, like, the angel would come to Muhammad to give him a
And
particular surah or a particular verse.
yes, yes,
Angel would
yes,
come to Jesus Christ to give him a
yes,
particular message from God.
yes.
That is how this old descended abstractly.
Okay.
Do you understand? To
Okay.
teach them during those days.
Okay.
So Ifa is the voice of Olodumare,
Okay.
who is given to Orunmila, that is given to Orunmila.
Yes.
So this voice can come anytime.
Yes.
During the life of Orunmila, Orunmila sees Olodumare almost every time.
Yes. Okay.
He hears his voice almost every time. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So that is how this Ademan pe àwọn kan ní Aronimaja, Akomonifa Ojú Àlá. They are
Okay.
teachers. They are teachers or lecturers that teaches one Ifa verse during the dream.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yes, I
So
understand.
that's how Ifa start coming in existence. It
Yes.
is the basically voice of Olodumare.
Yes, sir. Okay, so
So
please,
I
my last question before you give us your
mm,
word or your word of advice. Please, my
okay.
last question is this. As you can see now that this generation, in fact, people
Yeah,
that are the IFA apprentice that we have today now, they are
yeah,
the young ones. As for me, as far as I'm concerned, I see that they are not as serious as how our ancestors were when they were learning IFA, right? Because we are in
yeah.
the era of technology now. So I'm not sure if anyone will want to cram or if anyone will want to say, oh, let me just stay with a Babalawo to learn Ifa for years, and as we know now that whatever is not preserved will fade away one day. So how can Ifa messages be preserved? Fine, we are seeing some books now, which of course, as far as I'm concerned, I'm not 100% comfortable with the way people are attaching their own copyrights to the book, right? When we say we have a book, if you say you are a
Okay.
copyright owner of a book, and then definitely what you have there is your intellectual property, as far as I'm
Yeah.
concerned. So now our coming generation that are coming, they want to have books to read because we can't tell them that they should keep on putting everything in their head without writing anything down. So, what is the future of Ifa for our coming generation? The message of Ifa, that is even the point. The message of Ifa. Because you said something which I really like. You said Ifa is not only about spirituality, you said it's all about poetic messages, which of course we can read and learn from. So, what is now the future of Ifa messages for us?
The future of Ifa is of two things are involved.
Okay.
Number one, the literary part of it, the literary devices part of it
Okay.
is surely reserved.
Okay.
Like the book you have in your hand are the literary part of it. Do
Okay.
you understand? We have it
Yeah.
on net, we have it, a lot of lecturers are writing papers on it day to day, and a
Okay.
lot of courses are on it in the university where you will
Okay.
study Ifa, where you study African traditional religion, where you study African medicine. The literary
Okay.
part of it is actually reserved
Okay.
technologically, educationally, and so
Okay.
on. Do you
Okay.
understand? But the
Okay.
spiritual part of it is also reserved, my brother,
Okay.
because you are having a lot of people enrolling to learn Ifa.
Okay.
Do you understand? When you get to a Babalawo place, you find like 10
Okay.
apprentice
Okay.
learning Ifa. You find 10 students. When you get to a particular place in your state, it's even a college where they
Okay.
learn Ifa.
Yeah, I
Do you
was there.
understand?
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
They were there learning. I have my own apprentice too that I'm teaching. I have my own students,
Okay.
a very young ones, age
Okay.
7, age 8, age 10,
Okay.
and older ones. They are learning the spiritual part of it. So the future of Ifa is very, very bright.
Okay.
And I'm happy now that people are now eyes opened.
Okay.
Do you understand? People
Yeah. That's
are eyes open. They know the truth now. Do you
okay.
understand? So I
Okay.
am very sure of the future of about the future of Ifa is very, very bright. That
Thank
is
you.
very, very bright.
Thank you. Now, please, another
Mhm.
just is part of the question because I earlier said last question, but this is another part of the question that I
Okay.
first asked you. Like,
All right.
now, if I say today I have some money, let's say millions of naira, and I say
Okay.
I want to promote my ancestral parts, and I say,
Okay.
okay, let me gather the knowledge of Ifa and use my
Okay.
own money to preserve the book and share to
Mm.
people, I can
Mm.
decide. In fact, some people are even complaining that why are we selling this Ifa book so very expensive? That
Mm.
is something that people should have access to. So if I say, okay, let me just put my money myself, I'm as an example, because there are other people who may want to do that, and say, okay, let
Okay.
us have this book so that people can have it as well. People can have them, and maybe the person is not a Babalawo, right? But he wants to preserve the knowledge of
The
Ifa.
code. Mm.
How can
It's
that
very,
be?
very.
Because when it's getting to a point that people are coming out to say, this is my copyright material.
Mm.
And you know what copyright means. You are a graduate, you understand what I'm talking
Fine.
about. So maybe you still come back to come and explain this to us properly. You come
Yeah.
back to come and explain to us. If you can
I
just
would actually, I will come back to talk about it because they have been working on it. It is not just an individual project. Do you
okay.
understand?
Yeah.
The group of the Araba in
Aha.
council are working on that. Do you
Okay.
understand? Presently, they're
Very,
working on that. So they are
very good.
gathering knowledge, making a deep research on that. So when it's
Very good.
finally out, no one
Yeah.
would say, I am the copyright owner.
Very
Do you
good.
understand?
Yeah.
It will be very accessible for all public, for
Okay.
public. Do you understand? So that is
Thank,
that for now. Next
thank
time
you.
we will talk more
Thank you
about
very
it.
much. Please, your word of
Yeah.
advice before you go. Thank you very much.
Yes, my word of advice for everyone looking at me or everyone listening to this program at this moment is
Okay.
that if you want to choose a Babalawo, be wise. Do you
Okay.
understand?
Yeah.
Make use of these characteristics of this lecture I have delivered today. Do you
Okay.
understand? We have a lot of liars outside. We have a lot of scammers outside. We have a lot of people with devilish actions and habits and character
Okay.
outside there. Please beware, be vigilant,
Okay.
be wise. Do you understand? Don't be
Yeah.
dogmatic. Nǹkan tó bá sọ fún ẹ ló gbúdọ̀ gbọ́.
Yeah.
O gbúdọ̀ mọ nǹkan tó ń ṣe kó lajú ẹ lẹ̀.
Very.
Do you understand? So
Yes.
Olódùmarè á kọ́ wa mọ̀ ṣe, ikú ò ní pa
Thank
wá,
you.
àrùn ní gbé wa dé. Ifá ní
Thank you.
ọ̀rọ̀ nídàáyọ̀ àwọ̀ agogo lóye fáfá agogo. Wọ́n ní orúbọ kọ́rọ̀ rẹ̀ lè dayọ̀ nídàáfá sí ó gbẹ́bọ lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ orúbọ ọ̀nà pẹ́ o ọ̀nà jìn ọ̀rọ̀ agogo mà ti dayọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ gbogbo wa ló máa dijó tó máa
Àṣẹ.
dayọ̀. I remember humble self
Yeah.
Awosola Taiwo Fatosin Akifakan Ododo. You can
Yeah.
follow me on Ifa Episteme TV.
TV.
And my brother, keep subscribing to get a better life TV.
Thank
Keep
you.
sharing, please.
Thank you.
Keep sharing,
Thank you.
liking
Mm.
videos. Do you understand? And
Thank
please
you.
know the channel you want to see when it comes to culture, traditional, and African religion belief
Religion.
system.
Thank you.
Not look at channels that would mislead you.
I will
Do you
mislead you.
understand? So
Yes.
Get
Thank
Better
you.
Life is there. Ifa Episteme is there. May
There.
Almighty Olodumare be with us all
Thank you,
time,
Ashe.
all day.
Yes, Ashe.
Thank you
So
for having us.
I'll put his the link to his channel in this in the description section here, so that you guys can go and click there and get access to his channel.
Thank
You can follow him
you.
because he used to speak to his followers as well. He's a Babalawo and he's a graduate, and as you can see, he can speak English fluently. So for those of you who do ask me that they want a Babalawo can speak English, so this is a very knowledgeable Babalawo that you can relate with as well. So he has a YouTube channel called Ifa Episteme TV. So you can see his background. So when you see the background, you know that he's the one. So thank you very much, Baba
I
Awo
really
Shola
thank you.
Taiwo Fatosin.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Amarimba.
Ashe
So
Idumare.
thank you. Amarimba. Ó dàbọ̀. Ẹ ṣé gan. Okay. Thank you very much, guys. Guys, thank you very much. I just spoke with Babalawo Shola Taiwo Fatosin Akifa Ododo. So he's a Babalawo who is very vast in Ifa knowledge and wisdom. And, as you've heard and as you have seen for yourself. So, guys, it's already an hour, and tomorrow I will dish out another topic with you. So I just called him to handle this topic for us. That can a Babalawo or Herbalist go to Mecca to perform pilgrimage? Because we have some Babalawos out there now who do not even have idea of what they are talking about, because they still run to other religions to associate themselves. Fine, we can be together as brothers, we can be together, we can love ourselves, and all religions are one. But as we know that these Abrahamic religions are the ones talking against our traditional faith, they are the ones speaking bad about our ancestral path. We know that, Babalawos do not do that, of course. So why will a Babalawo will say, I am an Afa, or I'm a pastor, or whatever, or about, and there's some Babalawo will say that. My religion does not stop me from practicing my sheshe. What's that's exactly what we call double standard. It's because if you cannot promote what you have, if you cannot promote what you represent, then it means that you are deceiving people, right? We can be friends. You can be friends with Christians or Muslims, but don't deceive people. Don't tell people are living Abrahamic religions, coming to Isheshe. So you are the custodian of Isheshe now, you are confusing. Let me say you are confusing people by doing that, and that's the reason why I called upon this man this Babalawo to come and do justice to this topic for us. So thank you. I think you have learned something from this live stream tonight, and thank you for supporting, and thank you for watching. Tomorrow is another day that I will be treating a special topic with you. Thank you very much, and get a better life. Bye for now.